The Berlin Wall. Informative speech by Olena Dorosh. What if a wall could divide not just a city, but people, families, and even ideas? This is exactly what happened with the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall was built in 1961 during the Cold War, a time of intense tension between two opposing superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union. These two countries represent two very different systems: democracy and capitalism on one side, and communism with strict control on the other. Although they never fought directly, but this conflict influenced politics, economics, and everyday life all around the world. Germany became one of the main centers of this conflict. It was divided into East Germany, controlled by the Soviet Union, and West Germany, supported by the Western countries. Even the capital, Berlin, was split into two different worlds, one with more freedom and the other under the strict control. But why was the wall built? Before the wall existed, millions of people were leaving East Germany in search of better opportunities and more freedom in the West. This was a huge problem for East German government. So, to stop this mass escape, they decided to build a wall almost overnight. It wasn't just concrete. It was guarded with soldiers, barbed wire, and strict orders. Trying to cross it was extremely dangerous. Imagine waking up one morning and suddenly not being able to see your friends, your neighbors, and even your family who live just a few streets away. For nearly 30 years, the wall stood as a powerful symbol of division, not only between two parts of a city, but between two ideologies, two political systems, and two ways of life. But then, something changed. In 1980s, the Cold War itself began to weaken. The Soviet Union started to lose its control, and people across Eastern Europe started demanding more freedom. In Eastern Germany, protests began to grow larger and stronger. People were demanding a right to travel, to speak freely, and to live differently. The pressure kept growing until on November 9, 1989, the government made a sudden announcement. Citizens were allowed to cross the border. Thousands of people rushed to the wall that very night. The guards, confused and unprepared, didn't stop them. People climbed the wall, hugged strangers, cried, laughed, and celebrated together. Some even took hammers and began breaking it apart piece by piece. A Berlin Wall, once a symbol of separation, became a symbol of unity and freedom. Its fall marked the end of the Cold War and eventually led to the reunification of Germany. And more importantly, it showed the power of people, how collective voices and desire for freedom can overcome even the strongest barriers. And the most important lesson is this: walls can divide people physically, but they never can fully divide their desire for freedom. Because in the end, ideas are always stronger than walls. Thank you for your attention.